flaked oats. I know here I've got some self-raising flour as well. Now the spices in here, which are also really vital, I'm just going to use 2. Ginger, you get the main spice from. We want roughly about 3 tablespoons. And then mixed spice. If you didn't have mixed spice, ginger will do. If you can get me the syrup ready, okay. Golden syrup and black treacle.
Yeah.
Now if you can measure me out some sugar, about 150 grams, and 75 grams of butter.
Okay.
So get that on the heat. So we've got the butter, the sugar, and the 2 syrups in the pan. We just need to melt them down nicely. Now this will actually start the cooking process. So when you're doing this, basically get your tray ready. And then I'll grab some greaseproof. And place it in the centre. Like that, so it's nice and flat. Well, you can throw that in now. Okay. There you go. Chuck it in.
There we are. Smells fantastic already.
Just brings back memories of my grandmother so much.
Yeah.
And then we need 2 eggs in here.
Okay.
Now the mixture will actually be quite loose and wet. You see that?
Yeah, it is quite wet, isn't it?
Almost straight away. This is where you get that sort of resemblance to sticky toffee pudding.
Yeah.
We're going to pour this mixture straight into our tin. And you can see it's very liquid. Now I've set the oven quite low, 160 degrees centigrade, and this needs to cook for about 40 minutes. But I'm going to increase the flavour of this just a touch. I don't think my granny will agree with this, but apple juice. This is a syrup that we're going to put with it. So take some apple juice, you can throw in some golden syrup, okay. And then using that mixed spice that we've used before, a good tablespoon of mixed spice. If you can bring this to the boil now, Will,
okay.
And reduce this down by about half, and that's going to create a lovely syrup to go over the top of our Parkin. Now I'm going to get my rhubarb ready for this. I cut this into decent sized chunks, about sort of 2-inch sized pieces. And I'm going to roast this rhubarb. A touch of water. Now you only want a small amount, because rhubarb contains loads of water. And then a good sprinkle of caster sugar over the top. 20 minutes before you take it out, throw the rhubarb in. The real secret with roasted rhubarb is not to overcook it, so keep the nice stems lovely and whole. You should be able to just press them and they'll be nice and soft. But then this is the real treat. Parkin, straight out the oven. You cannot beat this stuff. Loosen it around the edge with a knife. Oh, you're in for a treat here.
All right then.
Take off the paper. Will, because you haven't burnt anything and you've weighed it out absolutely to perfection,
There we are.
you get to have a taste. Now what do you say to my grandmother, who's now looking down on me?
That's delicious.
Grab some ice cream, mate.
All right.
That's going to go with this. And an ice scoop, Will. You know, you've got to do my grandmother justice, you know. Take some of our lovely sauce. Yeah? Look at that.